Starting a group home in Virginia for a nurse or healthcare professional is not just a power move, but by many would be considered a boss move. Truth is, long gone are the days we could just wait on opportunity to come our way. We must go out and create opportunity for ourselves. Don't just take my word for it. Listen to successful entrepreneur, healthcare consultant, and registered nurse Ernest G. Flagg himself.
Okay, welcome. My name is Ernest Flagg. I am with Nursing and Behavioral Health Services. Our focus is business development, specifically licensure and certification of personal care businesses. That would include your home care, home health agencies, durable medical equipment supply companies, yes, your nursing home, your subacute care facility, adult day program, staffing agency, and as well employment support agencies, and many, many, many more. Visit our website at nbhsllc.com. Again, that's nbhsllc.com. You can phone us at 800-214-2611. Or you can go directly to that website and self-schedule a consultation, as all of our consults are paid consults. Today, this video will be a brief one discussing Virginia once again, and why Virginia is such an awesome state. And I'll go start backwards actually. Virginia has a relatively short waiting period compared to some other states. I've seen the process roll out as long as a year and a half and 2 years in other states. Michigan is really overwhelmed down there, or up there rather. Up there rather, and as well some other states that I'm, aware of are really behind in processing applications. The personal care business industry is a very burgeoning industry, and the U.S. Census Bureau really hit the nail on the head when they said that by 2030, some 20% of our population will be age 65 and older. And that gives rise to the need, that's great information, giving rise to the need for home care, home health agencies, as well as specialized group homes like facilities for the developmentally disabled and traumatic brain injured, medically fragile, Alzheimer's, etc. That baby boomer population is really going to be coming to a head right around that time, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. So that's why, in part, or largely in part, why these many of the states are overwhelmed, because people understand that people who understand business and understand that good quality research, like what the U.S. Census Bureau has done, really gives rise to the need for more businesses in that particular area. Now, also, Virginia has a clean process, relatively clean. It's not with any convoluted requirements like some other states, like Georgia is one that really kind of packs it on to kind of, in my opinion, deter potential providers from coming over into the area. But their process is very straightforward. Their website is laid out very organized, and it's thorough though. It's very thorough. I'll tell you, the requirements are huge in Virginia, but at the same time, it's organized and it's a clean process as well. It's organized and it is a clean process, again, without a bunch of red tape and seemingly tedious things to do to just kind of block a person. But it's very clean forward, I can say that much. Virginia is also welcoming to personal care homes, largely because of that huge lawsuit how the DOJ took on many of the healthcare facilities down there, or state agencies down there, and took them head on. That could be very well have something to do with why they're welcoming to personal care homes. But as well, it could just be that Virginia in general is a state that is, open to businesses. and understand that small businesses are, is really what is the driving force of our economy. And so that their arms are pretty much open down there in Virginia and welcoming in a sense to oncoming businesses. And this has been my experience. I've been down in Virginia, Northern Virginia, over in Alexandria, I've been over in Richmond, and we've done work over in Fairfax, Woodbridge, up in D.C. as well, and Maryland. Been down even in Salem as well as Roanoke, Virginia. So, and is it Roanoke or is it Roanoke? So, don't blame me. I think my friends down in Virginia need to figure it out, or they all need to get together and pick one. I mean, come on, pick one. Is it Roanoke? Is it Roanoke? Somebody let me know. Excellent per diems. Virginia has some pretty good per diems down there. I've seen high functioning individuals at right around $240, $245 a day. That's a good number. You look at that with the rent being at $650 to $800. 4 individuals at a home, you're looking at $32,000 to $34,000 a month. 45% return, 45% net. That ain't bad. I mean, that's not nothing to turn your nose up at. Let me see. No home required. That's huge for Virginia. I mean, that's huge. I mean, that's something to get excited about. The fact that you don't have to carry a house note or a mortgage or a lease or a rent on a facility throughout a licensing process that could be, Virginia is usually right, and Virginia is good. Their licensing is short. I mean, like I said, I think it's right at 6 months to a year. And we've been licensing them in less than a year. We have gotten numerous of our clients licensed in under a year. But anyway, but that's huge. For a home not to be required, that goes a long way. That means we can now go right into the application process. We can now go right into, developing your policies, your procedures, your program material, planning on putting that home together, planning the location of the home, planning on staffing, planning on program design, looking at the layout of the home, as well as location. And I think I said that already, but we can use our time and that time while we're waiting on the licensing process to just waiting on our program materials to be reviewed. We could be doing a whole lot of the essential things to help work on this business, the development of this personal care business or DD group home that we're trying to do down there in Virginia. I also want to say that Virginia is moving at about 20 applications a week right about now. 20 application reviews a month. So if we get on that list right now, depending on where that list is, and that's an internal list, everybody, and we'll talk about that list at another time. But depending on that list, I'll go in greater detail of that list and even reveal more information about that list in Virginia later in a different video. But for now, it's working at about 20 application reviews per month, and that's not bad. A lot of states don't even tell you that. They just give you some very generic or very bland information. Just we'll call you, don't call us, we'll call you type of thing. But Virginia is really tracking their applications very well, and they're public about that information, and they're open with it. And it's updated regularly. Another reason what makes Virginia such an awesome state, in my opinion, just me, but let me see if I can show you better than I can tell you. All right, Work with me here. I'm going to enlarge this screen a little bit. All right, so if you look here, this is directly off of DBHDS website in Virginia. So if you look right here, now work it out, it says DOJ Settlement Agreement. In 2008, the DOJ initiated an investigation, okay, into Central Virginia Training Center. In 2010, the DOJ notified the Commonwealth of Virginia that it was expanding its investigation. Okay, all right. In February 2011, the DOJ submitted findings letter to the Commonwealth, okay, and indicating and letting them know that, look, y'all failed to service individuals with ID, intellectual developmental disabilities, in the most integrated settings appropriate to their need. Keep working with me. Hang on. In 2011, upon advice of counsel, okay, Virginia entered into negotiations with the DOJ in an effort to reach a settlement without subjecting the Commonwealth to extremely costly and lengthy court battles in the federal government. Keep work with me, y'all. I'm gonna clarify all this in a few minutes. In 2012, the DOJ and Virginia reached that settlement agreement, right? Okay. What that really means is, now let me interpret it. I'm gonna give you my opinion of this right here. The DOJ launched a lawsuit against many of the state facilities down there in Virginia, letting them know that, look, we found out that y'all are not caring for these people the way y'all supposed to be caring for them. There's too many complaints of abuse, neglects that have come up in our findings. In addition to that, many of the individuals you are housing in these hospitals could very well function even better in community settings. In fact, we have little indication in our research to suggest that you have even put forth any meaningful effort to transfer, to step down, to process and move these individuals into community settings. In other words, it almost looked like y'all up here kind of happy with these people being here, or these individuals in these hospitals. And it kind of looked like y'all almost kind of got an open door return policy philosophy going on. Kind of like the revolving door syndrome down here with a little effort. We lubing, you guys up there, I see y'all lubing the revolving door, keeping it well oiled with y'all actions or lack of actions. So in other words, they told them, and they really beat the heck out of the state. And it's not like Virginia just said, we give up. They beat them so bad, they helped to give them up, helped them to give up. It's not like it's a cooperation, a joint venture. I mean, if you done beat the heck out of me all in court and with all these documents and all of this, all these depositions you done took and got all this mounting evidence against me, I mean, I just throw my hand in, that's totally different. So Virginia, consequently, a lot of the employees, and this is inside information, this is from talking to people and being around people in Virginia in the know, a lot of the hospitals was giving pushback. The staff did not want to send these individuals out into the community because they knew that it was a matter of job security that they were looking at. They were going to lose their jobs. Hospitals would close, facilities would close. And so what was happening was, people were sabotaging the DOJ's effort in these hospitals, to sabotage them. Now, this is inside information. This is anecdotal experience. This is mine. You're not going to find this in any court documents, okay? But many of the employees at these hospitals was given so much pushback over the years, it led to them just coming at 2012. That's like 5 years ago. January 2012, that's like 5 years ago, where the DOJ and Virginia really just reached an agreement. So for this reason, it puts Virginia behind the eight ball, and it is largely the reason that Virginia has a huge waiting list in excess of 10,000 individuals on a waiting list, waiting for group homes, waiting to come into the community, and waiting to be cared for by people like yourself. This concludes this video. Again, my name is Ernest Flagg. I'm with Nursing and Behavioral Health Services. We are a national firm specializing in licensure and certification of personal care businesses. So it's not just group homes, but we do specialty group homes for individuals as well. If that's just your sole business interest, okay, we can help you make that happen. But if you want a nursing home, assisted living environment, assisted living setting, subacute care facility, adult day program, companion care facility, we can help make that dream reality. Visit our website and self-schedule a consultation. Have a great day.